Okay, I see. You are live. Oh, I forgot to I don't know what it was I was gonna do. Tell you.
What?
I just sent it to you.
It's gonna be a second because I was doing like 2, 3 things.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Y'all come on in and hit the like button and make sure you go and tell a friend. Go share the video out. Thank y'all so much. Happy Sunday. Earl says, peace, fam. I'm still cooking. Hey, King Earl. Hey, Pat. Pat says, hey, everyone. Hey, Leonica. She says, hey, Tan and Kerr. Happy Sunday. Like and share. Thank you. Hey, Knit and Crochet. She says, hey, everyone. Hey, Leonica. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Queen Benita. She says, hello to Chicks and Chat family. How's it going? Hope everyone had a great day liking and sharing over here in South Carolina. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Queen Ursula. She says, happy blessed Sunday, Carol and Tan, and chat, like, and share. Thank you. Hello, Goddess B. She says, hello. Hey, Cynthia. Cynthia, we never see you, Queen, this early. She says, hey, two chicks and two chicks fam. Hey, Miss Duvall. She says, hey. Hey, Angie. Angie says, happy Sunday, everyone. Hey, Carlina. She says, good night, Tan and Carl. Hey, Angela. Angela says, hello. Knit and Crochet says, hey, Tan and Carl. Cynthia says, listening and watching my granddaughter play a softball game. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Hey, Y01. They say, hello, everyone, and good evening. Good evening. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany said, long time no see, ladies. I'm coming out of my healing season. Let's work. 30-day. Go get the money challenge starting April 1st. Okay. Lene says, hey, Carol and Tan. I hope you're feeling better, Tan. Liked and shared. Happy late Sunday for me. Laugh out loud. Hey, Queen Ellen. She says, happy Sunday. It's been a while since I've been on a live stream. You both look marvelous. Thank you, Queen. Welcome back.
Yes.
Zappy says, good afternoon. Need these leads. Day shift in hospital is not enough. Okay. Hey, Maria. She says, hello. Knit and Crochet. She says, hey. Leonica says, hey, Knit and Crochet. Hey, Queen Polo Lonnie. Polo Lonnie is in the building. She says, hi there, Carol Tan and Chat. Hope all is well. We are great, Queen. How are you? Leonica says, hey to everybody in the chat. Hey, Mary Bell. She says, hello, ladies. Hey, T-Dub says, hey, y'all. Hey, and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey, Queen Katina. She says, hello and good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Queen. Hey, Queen Lucette. She says, glorious greetings, beautiful revolutionaries, and happy Sunday. Thank you, Queen. And happy Sunday. So Lene says, user interviews. Let's talk finances. Ready. She says $20. User interviews, inbox to insight. 45 user interviews, voice calls, analytics, and reporting. She says $100. And she got $185 on Amazon Flex.
All right. Congrats, Queen.
Congratulations. Let's put this
Congrats.
All right now. Hey, Crystal. She says hello and happy Sunday. Hey, Dimitri. Dimitri says hello to everyone.
Hey.
So Lene, she's not done. She says, I got an email offer for phone shops. $4 a call. The hours are from Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, and overnight calls can be done between the hours of 12 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Oh,
Eastern.
wow.
All right now.
All
That's
right.
good. $4 a call, girl. Congratulations, Lene.
That's a good overnight call.
Right. See, I didn't know they had overnight calls. Okay. Hey, Latasha. She says, hi, everyone. Carla says, good evening. Two chicks in chat. Good evening, Queen.
Hey.
Polo Lonnie says, long time no see. I am good. And how is everyone?
I'm good, Queen. What about yourself?
It's good to hear, Queen.
Yes.
April says, hello, two chicks and family. Hey, April. Renee says she is here for more eggs. April is money. I'm thinking you saying money making. Hey, Gwendolyn. She says, good evening, everybody. Liked and shared. Thank you. Leonica says, hey, sis Carla. I'm going to try to say this. Is it 010? Says hustler. Teacher says, I need that one. Carla says, hey, Leonica. Hey, sis. And hey, knit and crochet. Queen Shaquita, she says, hey, beautiful people. I love this channel. Thank you, Carol and Tan, for never gatekeeping and always dropping the gems. Thank you, Queen.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate that. Danae says, thank you, ladies. I appreciate you both. User interviews has been my bestie lately. Okay, and that's good. And we got them on the link. Let me see. Somebody else said that. Somebody else said the exact same thing when I was on the live last week. One of the queens here was saying that she was getting like so many emails from them where she could easily bring in over 1,000 a month off of user interviews.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
You remember that? Yep, it was last week. Matter of fact, I think it was last Sunday. Look at short lady C them popped in the bed, and autism mommy them popped in the bed. Yeah. So user interviews, everybody, number 17. Lene says, yes, it is money making month of April. Laugh out loud. Leonica says, hey, congrats, sis. Lene. NHR Solution says, hi, ladies, from Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
Latasha, I'm still in need of a job. Latasha, what state are you in and what type of job? Denise says, hello, lovely ladies. Hey, Queen Denise.
Hey.
Ellen says, I need to go back to work and I played too much the last few months with family and friends in town, starting mystery shops again last week. And this is what she got everybody. 80, 50, and $75.
All right, Queen.
Go ahead, Queen Ellen. Congratulations. Carla says, congrats, Lene. Show Lady C says, Tan and Kara and my two chicks family. She says, hey, Show Lady C. Hey, Autism Mommy. She says, happy Sunday. Y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video. Thank you, Autism Mommy. Leonica says, hey, Short Lady C.
Hey, somebody get the alarm.
Ms. DeWild says, what is user interviews? It's like a focus group company. So I did put the link in the chat, Queen. Look at the list and sign up, number 17. Leonica says, hey, Autism Mommy. Lene says, yes, last week they were spamming my emails. And this weekend, too, for user interviews, liked and shared. So Lene is trying to let you guys know this is another side hustle egg that you guys need to get in the basket. Thank you, Lene. We appreciate the information. So again, everybody, user interviews, number 17 on the list. This company is like focus groups. Easy money. Easy money. Don't have to worry about a resume. Polo London says, both of you ladies look very pretty today. Thank you, Polo. We appreciate that, Queen. Short Lady C, she says, hey, Leonica. Autism Mama says, hey, Leonica. And she says, hey, Short Lady C. Lene says, Leonica, hey, sis, and thank you. Is it L Park? She says, just got let go from my overnight remote job and need a replacement. So the live stream, Queen, is about overnight jobs. But if you are looking for more overnight, I have dropped several videos on the channel last week. And also I dropped a non-phone on the 2.0 channel. And sorry to hear about your job, but hopefully you will get something else. And if you are not subscribed to our second channel, y'all be sure to go over there, check out the video that went up today. Overnight remote job. Well-known company. Y'all go and check it out. I'm going to put it here. Natasha says Chicago, but not sure, just something that is beginner friendly. So have you applied, Latasha, to any of the beginner-friendly companies that we have shared? If not, I do have a list of 30. And another question Tan is probably going to ask, but are you sending the same resume every time you apply? Demetri says, I'm in Mississippi. I need a no experience work from home. So we do have a list of 30 beginner friendly, Demetri. I'm going to put it here in the chat. So if anybody here is new to working from home, I am posting a link here in the chat to beginner friendly companies. So y'all be sure to check them out. Lene says, congratulations, Ellen. Patricia says, hello, beautiful ladies and family. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Lene says, hey, Carla. Short Lady C says, hey, Lene. Adele says, hi, Carl. I did my first mystery shopping yesterday. Okay, started with Prolific. All right, girl. Go ahead, Adele. So Adele is one of our new queens. She was on here last Wednesday, and she jumped in and took action. All right, now.
All right.
So congratulations, Queen. Happy for you. Lene says, anytime, Carl and Tan, I appreciate y'all. I'm no longer behind that bookcase. I got trips.
All right.
All right. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Short Lady C, she says, hey, Carla. Nothing wrong with that, Lene. Short Lady C says, welcome all the newcomers. Please like and share. She says, thanks. Elle says, thank you. No problem, Queen. Yo says, hello, beautiful ladies. Any California jobs? I do appreciate you both. I would say maybe the temp agencies. California is one of those hard to find remote states. Now we do find jobs in the state.
I would say look on the blog. There are a bunch that hire in California. I'll put some here. I'll go look and put a few here that do hire in California. Give me a minute. It's starting to be more than it used to be, but still not as much as it should be.
Right.
Once again, it's the employment laws and your rate of pay.
So I put some in the chat. Yo, just make sure you Google them to get the actual website links. Short Lady C says, hey, Polo Lunny, the relaxation station. Hey, Queen. She says, hey, Two Chicks fam. Bianca says, glad that you are feeling better, Tan.
Thank you.
Ellen says, thanks, Lene. Angie says, thank you. Latasha says, yep, she is sending the same resume.
Yep, that is the problem. So, Queen, the problem with sending the same resume, each job description is different, and each job description has what they call keywords in it. And if your resume it does not contain the keywords for that job description, then you will not get callback. So I did a resume live, oh my gosh, probably a couple of weeks ago or last week or something like that. Wasn't last week, it was a couple of weeks ago. And I kind of explained what goes on with the applicant tracking system and in your resume. So you may want to take a look at that.
Hey, Shavella. She says, good evening, ladies, and hello, everyone. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week. I am really looking for one of these overnight jobs. I got here just in time. Well, welcome, Queen. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Hey, Twin. Twin says, hey, from Be More. Love you guys. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Lene says, hey, short lady C. She says, how are you? Hey, Queen Angela. She says, hey, happy Sunday, everyone. Congrats
Hey.
on all the wins. Adele, she says, thanks. I really appreciate you both. You're welcome, Queen. And thank you, Adele, for coming back and letting me know that you took action. Leonica says, hey, Angela. And Angela says, hey, Leonica. Hey, Vanessa. She says, hey, hello, Tan and Kara. I liked and shared, and hello to everyone. Welcome back, Queen. Earl says, peace, fam. He said he listening and cooking. Earl, what you over there cooking? Hey, Enwi. Enwi says, greetings, beautiful laptop ladies and everyone in the chat. She says, am I late? No, we're late. She says, happy Sunday.
Right.
Patricia says, that's great. That more remote work in California. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some more testimonies. Knit and crochet. She says, market for she made $76. Echo, she has 3,796 points. Pogo, she has $7.54. And Ibotta, she got $20, y'all.
All right.
Okay, Queen, congratulations. Knit and crochet. I'm going to drop Market Force in here.
Okay.
So Market Force, everybody, this is a mystery shop site. They have a lot of fast food shops in certain areas. A friend of mine on a good month, she can get $1,500 just by going into a McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Sonic. So a lot of you guys have small children. You've been doing mystery shops. You just did not know that you could get paid for going to McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, and etc. But this company here will allow you to do that. You want to say something?
Yes, and I was going to say, if you are new and you don't know what mystery shop is, just think of it as you're going into a store and grade the service that you are given.
Yeah. Easy money, everybody. So I did post a mystery shop video on the channel earlier today. I did a video, 5 more companies. So for those of you that are interested in mystery shop, make sure you guys go back and check out my little video. Yeah. 5 more companies. We don't really talk about these. One of them we do, but the other 4 we hardly talk about. So you might be missing out for those of you that want to do mystery shop or you're already doing mystery shop.
Yep.
Short Lady C has a testimony. She says, I have 920 on Pogo. She has 40 on Frisbee. I forgot all about that one. She has 955 on Inbox, 733 on Eureka, 620 on Free Cash. She has 4845 on Benjamin, and she has over 44,000 points on Fetch.
All right.
Congrats. Congrats, Short Lady C.
Yes. Congrats.
Angela, we probably did. I know my internet been acting weird. Short Lady C says, hey, Earl. Leonica says, hey, on we. And she says, congrats, Short Lady C. On we says, hope you are feeling better now, Tan. I heard you were sick.
Yeah, I had a sinus infection. Ooh.
Latasha says, okay. Earl says, hey, Short Lady C. Hey, Doso. Doso says, hi there. Welcome back. Carla says, congrats, Short Lady C. Earl says, Tan is well now. Yay. Oh, Short Lady C says, hey, Angela and Onwe. Paula Lonnie, she says, hi, Short Lady C. Doso says, mark it for us. How long did it take you to make the $77? I'll put it up here, King. Angela
Copy
says,
my
hey, Short Lady C, and congrats. Short Lady C says, thanks, Leonica and Carla. Malika, hey, hey, hey. Malika says, good evening, everyone. We says, hope you feel better now, Tan. Learned you were ill. Short C says, I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. Thank you, Adele, for the super sticker, Queen. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. Short Lady C, she says, Earl, we will be waiting for the plate. Carla says, hey, on we. Lene says, congrats, knit and crochet. Marjorie, hey, Queen. She says, hello, two chicks, and how are you? We are great. Leonica, you got a testimony, Queen? Let's see. She says, I have $11.75 on Pay Viewpoint, $3.91 on Surveys Email, Moolah Days, which is a survey site. You got $3 there. You got $3.68 Space Glow. Never heard of that one. Scrambly, you got 83 cents, 772 points on Echo, and $4.80 on MSR. All right. Congratulations, Leonica. Stephanie got a testimony. Y'all coming on in here with the testimonies. Hey, Queen Stephanie. She says, I released my first book on Amazon KDP last week. Woohoo! Go ahead, Queen. Congratulations. And speaking of that company, whoever the KDP side is of Amazon, they've been reaching out to us, wanting us to promote them. I've heard of it, but I'm just not too familiar with the KDP. Earl says he got some pork chops. He got some pork chops, rice, corn, and gravy. That sounds good, Earl. Chevelle says, hey, ladies, what are your top 3 side gigs that pay on, as Tan would say? I'll put it up here, Chevelle, if anybody wants to answer. So what are you guys' top 3? Chevelle is asking for the top 3 gigs. Leonica says, hey, Stephanie. Life of Pearl says, good evening, everyone. I was offered a customer service position with Next Rep. Can you ladies give me context on how they work? I just did my background check with them. Okay, well, congrats, Queen.
Congrats.
Did they already assign you a project, Life of Pearl? Don't tell us who it is, though. Because I know they have different companies under their umbrella. And I think you can sign up like 30-minute increments with Next Rep. They wouldn't hire us. They wouldn't hire me. They wouldn't hire Tan. So I can't really give you too much information, only the information that has been stated to us from our queens or kings here. Yeah. But I do know that they do now have some awesome clients.
She said a year assign her company. It's at the bottom. So basically, Queen, what you'll be doing is you'll be taking customer service calls for the company that they assigned you. They will train you on the systems that you will use for that company. So
Lady C says, congrats, knit and crochet. She says, I forgot. Paid Readers Club. She got $10 from that one. Okay.
All right.
Congrats. And Adele, she sent us a super sticker while you were
Oh,
gone.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Lene says, congrats, Short Lady C. We says, congrats, money making Short Lady C. Adele says she started with Market Force. Okay, Queen. GYO says, wonderful. Yes, Market Force is a good one, everybody. Ursula says, hi, Short Lady C, and congrats to you. We says, welcome back, Tan.
Thank you.
Knitting Crochet says, congrats. Short Lady C says, glad you're feeling better, Tan. Vanessa says, hey, did I hear that the laptop giveaway was done? So we did it in January, Vanessa, and pretty soon we will be doing another one. We just haven't announced like what day and what month yet. Miss Shanice says, good evening, ladies, Carol, Tan, and everyone. Good evening, Miss Shanice. How are you today, Queen?
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth, she says, I made it so late. Good evening, queens and kings. And hey, Lady T and Lady C. So we just got on here, Queen. So you're right on time. Adele says, any recommendations for non-fast food mystery shops? Ellis, Presto, Gig Walk, they may have some also.
Yeah. It just depends. Coil, Trend Source.
It's a lot now. And check out the video, Adele, that I did earlier today. Some of those were banks. I know some of them were restaurants, but banks, gas stations, retail, like maybe like a Walmart or a Ross or something like that. Presto Shopper is another good one. Queen on Weed, she is here. She was getting around a couple of $100 off of this one. So this one has a mixture. They have the restaurants. She was mostly doing restaurants and like the spas, going to the nail shop, going to get lashes and going to get her eyebrows done.
Massages,
couple of $100. And I think Presto might have the luxury watch shops. I think it's Presto.
I know Gig Spot does.
Okay. So try those, Queen. I just put 2 in the chat, and then take a look at the video from earlier today. Uh-oh. Queen Angela. She got a lot of money, y'all. Y'all ready for her?
Right.
Here we go. She says $23.75 paid viewpoint. She has 95 on the Brox panel, 63 on branded, $1.25 on money time. Fetch, she has $4.40. Survey Junkie, 42.66 Appen, 15.24 inbox, $535 on Gig Spot. I just put Gig Spot, everybody in the chat. 11 on Hatch, 662 Click Worker, 1034 Free Cash, 50 on Handshake. Gig Spot is in the chat, everybody.
All right, let me get branded in.
Congratulations, Queen Angela.
All right, Queen Angela, you showing out as usual.
And today is just the 19th, everybody. So if she does any more mystery shops with, and I'm just zoned in on Gig Spot, if she does any more mystery shops, she has a possibility to get another $500 and something.
Yep.
So look at it this way. That's a easy $1,000 plus a month off of. How many y'all see in the camera? One side hustle. Did she have to do an interview? No. Did she have to send a resume? No. Did she have to have experience? No. So again, everybody, while we are waiting to hear back, because maybe some of you guys have filled out 50,000 plus applications.
Yep.
While you're waiting to hear back, it is time to, we got to pivot. We got to try something else. The applications, not saying you're not going to get the job, but right now, it's over there to the left, so we got to be over here to the right, and we got to be smart about it, and we trying to still make some money because we still got to pay Mr. Bill, right? So it is time to come from behind Tan's bookcase and get you some of these side gigs and hustles in the basket. Go get you a separate email. Do some research on these companies. Go and sign up. Then come back if you have any questions. If you run into a brick wall, a stumbling block, we got so many queens and kings that come on these live streams to help you guys out. A lot of these, Tan and myself, we don't do them. All these that you see here on the screen. Now, I have done paid viewpoint. I do inbox dollars. I am signed up to Clickworker. Tan has done free cash.
Yeah.
Have you done Survey Junkie, Tan? You ain't done that one, have you?
No, I have not done that one.
Money Time, I've done that one. And the rest of them we have not done. So a lot of these we don't do. So if you need help, best place to be on the live streams. Because we learn from you. We learn from you guys. When we come on here, we're like, oh, never heard of that company. You know that company was paying that type of money. So again, take some notes. We didn't do the introduction. Let me shut up. Let me be quiet. We didn't do the intro.
Huh?
I said we did not do the intro.
I know. I said I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead. Don't finish. Don't finish, Elena.
So get y'all a piece of paper, take some notes, because we do give a lot of information on these live stream videos, and we do have an awesome, fantastic, wonderful community of kings and queens, and everybody here, we are all like-minded. We are all trying to make it, because right now the economy is topsy-turvy. So that's I'm done.
Oh, so you ready? All right, we are going to get started. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am Tangi.
And Tangi is well, and I don't have to sit over here and pretend like I'm yawning no more. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But Tangi is the GOAT of the resumes. So if you guys have questions about the resumes, she will be more than happy and so eager to answer them. And I am Carl.
Together we are two chicks with a side hustle. On this channel, we post remote jobs, side gigs, side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. Carol and I have been doing this thing since 2006. Oh my gosh. It is 20 years this year. We have been working.
Ain't it? Oh, wow.
You know what? I just noticed that when I said that. 20 years.
Where did that time go?
We have been working from home. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that just took a that gave me for a pause. Yeah, it gave me a pause.
Yeah.
We've been doing this since 2006, and we created our blogs as well as our social media platforms for those of you who want to work from home but don't have the resources. We provide various resources, and also we provide ways to make money without having a work from home job. So with all that being said, if you are new here, type "I'm new" in the chat and we will help you get started. Also, if you are new, grab a pen and a piece of paper. Like Carol said, there will be a lot of information dropped in this chat. There will be a lot of information. I will say that again. There will be a lot of information thrown around. The best thing to do if you are new, take notes, take lots of notes, go back and research, look up things that we talked about, sign up for some of the things we talk about tonight, and then come back on the lives and ask questions. The only way you will learn and know what we are talking about or join in on these work from home opportunities or side gigs or side hustles if you jump in and actually do the work. We try to create a great environment where you can learn and thrive and figure out how to create streams of income in your home. We come on here to not only teach, but to inspire, to let you know that there are ways to earn money without going to a traditional 9 to 5 or without even working a traditional 9 to 5. There are people on here who do nothing but side gigs and side hustles, and that's how they earn a living. So, again, grab your pen and piece of paper. Carol will be reading the chat. We will talk about the 10 overnight positions once at the end of the live. So go ahead, Carol. I'll cut on my heater.
Girl, you.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, keep going.
The heater is not fin to work me. Vanessa says, welcome back, Tan. Glad to hear that you are feeling well. Yeah. Carla says, congrats, Knit and Crochet, and congrats to Leonica. Onwe says, congrats, Leonica. Leonica says, congrats, Angela. She says, thanks, sis, Carla and Onwe. Thank you, Dr. J. She says, like. Short Lady C says, I shared by word of mouth earlier today with 2 friends. Thank you, Short Lady C.
Appreciate it.
Miss B says, hey, Carol and Tan, kings and queens, and happy Sunday. Thank you, Queen. Happy Sunday. Short Lady C says, congrats, Leonica. Hey, Alex. He says, happy Sunday, Tan and Carol, and happy Sunday, 2 chicks with the side hustle gang. Hey, Superstar T. She says, good evening, 2 chicks fam. Still making money with Gig Spot and user interviews. All right, Superstar. All right. Go ahead. Congrats to you. Yeah. Leonica says, thanks, Short Lady C. Onwe says, congrats, Stephanie. So Stephanie published her first book using Amazon KDP.
All right, Stephanie, congrats.
Onwe says, congrats, Stephanie. How did you publish on KDP, please, if you wouldn't mind sharing? Dr. J says, hi, Queens, Tan, Carl, and Chad. Hey, Queen, welcome in. Angela says, thank you, Leonica. And Dr. J says, happy Sunday to everyone. Happy Sunday. Show Lady C says, hey, Miss B Wellness. Superstar T, she says, I meant user interviews. Life of Pearl says, thanks, ladies. Yes, they did assign me a company. Okay. Well, congrats, Life of Pearl. Onwe says, top 3 gigs, Presto, Outlier, and D-Scout. She says, you need good lighting and video for you to qualify.
Okay.
Show Lady C says, her top 3, Fetch, Frisbee, and the Benjamin app. Okay. Miss B says, congrats, Stephanie. Onwe says, Tan, what are you eating?
Eat some chips. I didn't cook dinner today.
What? You didn't cook?
Mm-mm.
So if anybody here is interested in Next Rep, the one that the Queen was just hired with, look at number 3. This is a beginner-friendly company. I'm sorry, number 4. Number 4. Next Rep, number 4. Beginner friendly, work when you want, and they do have some excellent clients now.
Okay.
Yep. Dr. J, she has a testimony. I am training for Measurement Inc., the next scoring session. All right. Congrats. I'll go and get that one. Life of Persons. Okay, thank you, ladies. I think you'll like Next Rep. All right, look at Miss Shanice. She says, I have $498 from.
All right. Yeah. Look at that. Oh,
wow.
Wow. And for those of you who are new, Prolific is a survey site. Miss Shanice basically got paid to share her opinion. Now, Prolific is not like any other survey site. It is a survey site that is hosted by people, uh, schools or people who it is hosted by a company that looks for people who are getting their PhDs or doing some type of medical research, and they need that the surveys for a part of their quantitative or qualitative analysis. I think it's qualitative. And so they pick people like me and you to do these surveys. Now, again, they are one of the higher paying survey companies. So make sure you fill out the profile with Prolific, your profile with Prolific after you sign up. You are on the waiting list for Prolific, but after you get off the waiting list, make sure you fill out your profile because that is how they assign you surveys. Okay, cool.
So I did put Prolific in the chat, number 15. There is a wait list, everybody, but this is a good side hustle egg. We've had several kings and queens to pay bills off of Prolific: card notes, insurance, cell phone bills. So take a look at Prolific, get on the wait list if you have not done so. I also put Measurement Inc. in the chat. This one, non-phone, no interview work when you want. You do have to have a bachelor's degree, and it could be in anything. As long as you have a bachelor's degree, I would say sign up for Measurement Inc. Quick hire non-phone company. Short Lady C says, hey, Ursula. Elizabeth says, Mr. Earl, this is why I was late to the live. My market didn't have the pork chops bone and cut. Had to go to 2 stores to find it. But I made it. It's too funny. Leonica says, you welcome, Angela. Angela says her top 3 side hustles: Gig Spot, Ellis, and Crowd Gin. Thank you. Miss Shanice says, Tan, glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Hey, Amber. She says, hello, Carol and Tan. Good to see you ladies and all of the 2 chicks with the side hustle family. She says, and hello to everyone. Doso says he signed up with Branded and Earn House. Okay, congrats, King. Keep us posted. Leonica says, hey, Miss Shanice. Adele says, okay, I will. Miss Shanice says, I need to move to a city. Earl says, sure, lady, see, your plate is ready. Do you want some lemon cake for dessert? Elizabeth said, congratulations, everybody. We says, congrats, money making Angela. Miss Shanice says, can I get some nails and a massage? Yep. Sholacey says, yes, sir, Earl. GYO says, congrats. Hey, Queen Lulu. She says, hi, ladies. What is the Brox panel? That one is the video survey site.
Mm-hmm.
Sholacey says, congrats, Angela. Miss Shanice says, that's right. Doso is at the bottom. Look towards the bottom, and it is like a, let me see, hang on. Are you on Gig Spot site or are you on our blog site? If you're on our blog site, it's at the bottom and you'll see apply here in like a turquoise green color. Don says Spectrum. Okay, Spectrum is always hiring. Thank you, Don. Earl says, Show Lady C, I got you. Show Lady C says, hey, Lulu. Angela says, thank y'all. Miss Shanice says, I've been reading and doing my research. I signed up with Ellis. All right, Queen.
All right.
Keep us posted. Ellis is a great one.
Yeah.
And right around this time of the year, they will be super busy.
Yes.
Lulu says, hey, Short Lady C. Leonica says, speaking of money time, forgot to mention I have 70 cents on there. Okay.
All right.
Congrats. Dr. J says, Don, what is Spectrum? And Don says, a cable company. Miss Shanice says, is the surveying apartments hard and can I get some advice?
No, it is not hard. It is a little time consuming. Um,
Yeah.
but once you get the hang of it, you're basically doing the same thing over and over again. It may vary a little with the reports, but again, it's the same thing over and over again. It's not hard. Um, like I said, it's a little time consuming at first, but again, once you get the hang of it, it's like doing the same shop over and over again. They may vary a little bit, but you do basically the same thing over and over again.
Sure Lady C, she says, I forgot I have $1.20 on Money Time. All right, Sure Lady C. I like Money Time. It's a good app. Dr. J says, Don, what does Spectrum consist of? And she says, thanks. Hey, Angelia. She says, hey, ladies. Don says, Spectrum employee gets free internet cable and mobile phones. Okay. Not bad at all. Doso says, I make my resume interactive to switch the keywords for every different job. If you can't even do that. Yep.
Yep.
That is what you are supposed to do. So you're doing the right thing. Though, so Dr. J says, wow. The relaxation station. She says, wow.
And if you are doing that and you are still not getting hits, go look at the resume live I did. It explains how you can change different things on your resume to make it more ATS friendly as well as not company friend, HR friendly, because there's a certain language you need to speak when you are doing that resume. And if your resume doesn't speak the same language as a job description, then you're missing out. So again, check out the resume live. It really gives a little more insight about what I'm speaking about. And I may try to do another one. It won't be for a couple of weeks, but I'll see.
And he said, how do I? That's what he meant. How does he?
How do you? So, okay, again, check out their resume live. It gives some do's and don'ts about resumes. And it gives some AI prompts that you can use to basically redo your resume or make changes to your resume.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all for the anniversary wishes. Earl said, happy 20th anniversary. Thank you, King. Thank you. Elsa says, time flies when you're having fun and taking over your financial freedom. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Angelia says, hey, everyone. She says, how's it going? Mm-hmm. It is going great, Queen. How are you? Don says, for Spectrum, they have the customer service, video repair tech, and paid training remote. Okay. Well, thank you, Don, for the information. Sure Lady C says, happy 20th. Thank you, Sure Lady C. Ms. Wilkerson, I'm sure we did. She sent us an email about ZAP survey. She says,
yeah, we did. I ain't gonna lie, I did see it, but I just couldn't respond. I will see it. But I will respond. I didn't read it, but I did see it. And I will go back and read it. I just haven't read any emails.
She said, is a pen camera good to use for Ellis apartment shops?
We have had a lot of, well, I'm not going to say a lot. Several people use the pen cameras.
Yeah. Miss B says, congratulations to chicks. Thank you. Teresa, she says, happy. And I forgot Teresa was a 2006er also. So Teresa has been working from home. She started right around the time that we did. So happy anniversary, Queen. Mm-hmm. Happy anniversary to us 2006ers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's time. Wow, that time flew by, y'all. And I've had so many different work from home jobs, side hustles, and a lot of the companies that I used to work for, Tan used to work for, they are not in business anymore, or the names have changed. Shola C says, "Hi, my Wilkinson." Leonica says, "Hey, my Wilkinson. I came across Zap surveys today." Hey, being the best me. She says, "Hello, beautiful ladies. Your job listings have been a true blessing to me. I liked and shared. Been gone a while, having a lot of medical issues. Still not doing well, but ready to make that money again." Well, thank you, Queen. Glad that we could be of help. Sorry about your issues. I pray that you get a healing. 100%. Leonica says, "Hey, Teresa." Shalesi says, "Hey, Teresa." Latasha, because you are on a phone, Queen, so you have to change it to desktop in order to click the links. So if you are on a phone and you cannot click our links, change your settings to desktop. Yonica says, "Happy anniversary, Tan and Carl. Thank you." Marjorie says, "I am new." So Marjorie, take a look at the list of beginner-friendly companies. There are 30 companies on the list. My Wilkinson, she says, "Hey, short lady, see you, Leonica." Thank you, being the best me. She says, "Happy anniversary." Teresa says, "Hey, Leonica and short lady, see." Hey, Yolanda, long time no see, Queen. She says, "Hello, chicks with the side hustle fam. It's so good to see you guys. Much love. Thank you." Yolanda is a long time subscriber. Long time. Thank you, Queen T. She says, "Happy anniversary." Hey, family. Hey, girl. Hey. GYO says, "I'm new to understanding all this technical info."
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It can be a lot. Yonica says, "Hey, Queen T." Autism Mama, she says, "Congrats. Thank you."
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Hey, T." Carla says, "Congrats, Stephanie." Amber says, "Oh, I have 46 on Prolific." Okay. Congrats on the $46.
Yes.
Queen T says, "Hi, Leonica." Ursula says, "Welcome, Marjorie. You are in the right place." Thank you, Queen Ursula. We appreciate that. Shola C says, "I have been with them all that time, just not coming in all that time. I miss Kenny." We heard from Kenny. I wonder what he's doing. Nicole says, "Hey, two chicks and chat family, liked and shared. I have been trying to get some money playing a game on Inbox Dollars. Been playing the last couple of days." Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully you get it, Queen.
Yeah.
Shola C says, "Hey, Queen T." Angelia says, "Stephanie, can you tell me how I can get started with publishing my book too?" And she says, "Congrats on your book." Angelia says, "Liked and shared." Thank you. Sky says, "Hi guys." Hi Sky.
Hey.
Ursula says her top 3 gigs: Gig Spot, Ellis, and Market Force, and the 4th one is Prolific. Good line though. Hey, sad girl. She says, "Hello, ladies." How are
Hey.
you? Miss Shanice says, "I sent several people here from Prolific." Okay, well, thank
Thank
you.
you. We appreciate it.
Hey, Hustling Helen number 2. She says, "Hello to Chicks and Fam. I liked and shared." Thank you, Queen. Hey, Deanna. She says, "Hi, y'all."
Hey.
Leonica says, "Hey, Helen." Shavella says, "Thanks so much, Ursula, for your top gigs." Show Lady C says, "Hi, Helen." Lene says, "Yes, this is the money-making team." Thank you, Lene. Hey, Alaya. She says, "Hey, y'all. Sorry I'm late." We ain't talking about none. So you perfect, girl. Ursula says, "You are welcome, Shavella." Angela says, "Hi, ladies. I'm waiting to get to a certain amount for Prolific. It was $95. Now I'm at 190. Earl, I am snatching and grabbing these coins too." I like that shit. Congratulations, Queen. You say you ain't gonna let Earl get all the money, huh? Leonica says, hey, Elia. Hey, Leah, love and laugh. She says, good evening. Good Sunday evening. So, Next Rep is a beginner-friendly company. And they have different projects under their umbrella. They got some good clients, too. Miss Shanice says, thank you. Hey, Queen Celia. She says, hey, two chicks and family. I liked and shared. Hope y'all are having a blessed evening. Thank you, Queen. Queen T says, hi, Teresa. Yonica says, hey, Celia and Leah, love and laugh. Hold on says, hi. Welcome.
Hey.
Angela says, got on with the nada. They said they have slowed up with moving forward, but I did receive my welcome letter. Okay, just
Okay.
waiting. That's good.
All right.
Congrats to you, Queen. Short Lady C says, hi, Leah, love and laugh. Queen T says, hi, Short Lady C. And Short Lady C says, hi, Celia. Leah, love and laugh says, I liked and shared. Thank you. Hey, Jockey. She says, hey, two chicks
Hey,
and
hey.
family. Celia says, I got my husband hooked on Just Play and Scrambly. He has a little over $3 on Just Play and about 6 on Scrambly. Now my oldest son is downloading the game. Laugh out loud. Well, congrats to your husband on the $3 and the $6. Hey, Fort Thorny. She says, hello, Tan Curl. And I hope
Hey.
everyone is having a great Sunday. Thank you, Queen. Celia says, hey, ladies. Leonica and Short Lady C. Leah Loveland says, hello, Leonica and Short Lady C. Doso said, I'm not doing it. I don't know how. So, did you apply, King, for next rep?
All right.
That's the first step is to apply. And then I think they will email you for the next steps. With next rep, you do have to do an interview. Short Lady C says, hey, Fort Thornis. Hold on. So, do you know of any remote work from home jobs that are hiring that don't require you to submit a resume? I am in New Jersey. Preferably, I'm open to working overnight as well. Don't mind doing phone work, but would prefer not to. Not for New Jersey, I don't. The only company that I can think of that does not require a resume outside of the side gigs and side hustles would be MCI, but I don't think they hire in New Jersey, unfortunately. So other than that, hold on, it would be a side gig or side hustle. Leah Love and Laugh said we have 75 in the chat, and this was 10 minutes ago. Y'all be sure to hit the like button. Hey, Hustle with Janae. She says, hey, y'all. Angela says, happy anniversary. 20 years young. Thank you, Queen.
Wow.
Hustle with Janae said, I was looking for y'all Wednesday. I was here, Queen. Tan was sick, but I came on late. But I did come on. Live, Love, and Laugh says, like and share the live stream, everyone. Thank you, Queen. Hey, L. Brown. L. Brown says, hi. Doso says, which platform? Let us know, Doso.
Yeah.
Fort Thorne, she says, happy 20th anniversary, ladies. Like and share. Thank you. Live, Love, and Laugh says, 20 years. Can't believe it. If Tan hadn't said nothing, it wouldn't never come across my mind.
I didn't say it, and I didn't realize until I said it.
Yeah. Been to a long 20 years, everybody. Yeah. We done had several jobs. Several jobs. I was asking Tan about one of my jobs yesterday, and I was like, do you remember the name of the company?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
It was an answering service company that I used to work for back in, what was it, 2015, I think? 2015, 2016. It was easy money. I was just trying to see where they still in business. Miss Shanice says, what type of equipment is good for the mystery shop, Miss Shanice? I'm thinking that's what you're asking, but if you can clarify. Angela says, yes, she does have the pen, and she says, prefer this device when able to use. Okay. For Marlon says, cheers to 20 years. Yep, cheers. Thank you. Celia says, I do need some help on Scrambly though. I downloaded it, I signed up, I started the game, and after watching a couple of ads, it logged me out. Tried logging back in, said my account is suspended. Mm. Is there a way for you to contact them? Ursula says, Happy anniversary, Queens. We are grateful for you too. Thank you, Ursula.
Thank
See if
you.
they have a support email, Celia. She says it's saying because I use the VPN to sign up. Oh no.
Oh.
Do they have like a FAQ section?
Yeah.
I don't play that one, so I'm not familiar with it. But is there like a FAQ section, like if something like that happens, it says like what you can do or what to do? Ms. Wilkes says that, okay, Angela. Angela says, need help. Next move to publishing my book. I want some more extra cash and hustle. Hope you're feeling better, Tan.
Okay.
She says,
Thank
hope you
you.
feel better, young lady. Health is hard sometimes, but keep pushing. L. Brown says, thankful to have just found you as I'm going through chemo. I need to find a legit remote position. Thank you for your expertise. Oh, well, thank you, L. Brown, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Now, if you are new here, welcome. Tan and myself, we have been working from home for 20 years. Y'all can't believe it. 20 years.
Yeah.
And we have worked for all types of companies. Phone and non-phone, all types of side hustles and gigs too. So I did put a link in the chat, everybody, beginner friendly. Cynthia says, yes, my BPP Olivia has paid many of my bills. So funny, Cynthia.
Yes.
So prolific, Cynthia is letting y'all know this is her side boo. This is her side boo. So her side boo is prolific. And her side boo has paid many of her bills. So y'all be sure to look at number 15. There is a wait list. Get on the wait list. You never know. You may get on and get off tonight.
Yeah.
Sure, ladies, with clarification, I have been following them since the OC's not just working from home all that time. Okay. Hold on, says. Let me see. Looking for an immediate hire. So Jersey, one of those hard to find states.
Yeah.
So we always suggest to look at the temp agencies. I'm gonna put them here in the chat. And also hold on, Google temp agencies near me, because you might have some agencies near you that hire people to work from home. We might not know about them because we don't live in New Jersey. So if you live in New Jersey, if you live in California, New York, Washington, sometimes Illinois, Connecticut, Oregon, these are what we call those hard to find remote job states. We do find them, but they are sometimes far and few in between. So we suggest to look at the temp agencies that I am going to post here in the chat, and then do a search for temp agencies near you, because we may not know the ones that are in you guys' area, in your city, in your state, but we know the ones that do offer remote jobs online. So I'm gonna put them here, and you guys just go to their site and see what they have. Now I know Robert have, they typically have a lot. A Deco, they have a lot. Randstad, they have a lot. But some of these other ones that I'm sticking in here, I hadn't really been on their site, so I'm not sure if they have a lot or not. Take a look at those. Hold on. We says happy 20th anniversary, beautiful two chicks. Thank you, Queen. Angela says prolific. They send me increased after I finish the surveys. Constant work. Yay, grabbing the coin. says, "Short Lady C, were you working with us at West at Home?" She says, "Welcome to majority to the family." Carrie says, "Hello, Two Chicks family. I'm looking for an evening part-time job that is non-phone." So Carrie, welcome to our channel, Queen. Take a look at the videos that I have been dropping on the channel last week before. Mostly every single one of them has some type of part-time or some type of non-phone on it, on the video. We don't really have a link for non-phone because we've dropped so many non-phones within the past few weeks. Sholesi says, "Teresa, no, I was not." Tammy says, hello. Ursula says, "Congrats, Stephanie, on publishing the book." She says, "What is the name of your book?" Sholesi says, "Hi, Tammy." Teresa says, "Short Lady C, they've had the YouTube channel since 2019. Elizabeth said, liked and shared. Tammy says, "Hello, Short Lady C." Angelia says, "Market for is eat free at IHOP on my birthday, and now a regular. I have to switch up the time." Tammy says, "Congrats to everyone." Sholesi says, "Teresa, that is what I meant since the channel came up." Lorraine says, "Happy Sunday, kings and queens." And Teresa says, "Okay, that is what I thought." Smiley face. And Sholesi says, "Hi, Lorraine." Forthorn, and she says, "Happy Sunday, Short Lady C." Celeste says, "Hello, ladies." Hey, Celeste. Welcome. Lorraine says, "Hey, Short Lady C." Carlina, she says, "Congrats to all." Sholesi says, "Sorry for the misconfusion." Hey, humble and grateful. Long time no see. She says, "Congratulations on the 20 years. Thank you." No, Doso, there is not a resume program. Tan does resume live streams. She does them live. So it's not a program. Teresa says, "Not a problem, Short Lady C, you're good." And he says, "Oh yeah, happy 20th. Thank you." Ajaka says, "Happy anniversary, Two Chicks. Grateful for you ladies." Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Tammy. She says, "Happy 20th work from home anniversary." Celeste says, "I look for equipment, work from home. I looked on the videos." Okay, hang on, Queen. I'll put the link here. Ursula says, "Ed Brown, pray for the supernatural healing for you." Celia says, "Yep, there's a support section in Scramble. I'm going to try to email them because my husband didn't have any problems at all." She says, "But I'll keep y'all posted or updated." Thank you, Queen. Hopefully it works out because that's crazy. To sign up to be told, "Nope, you on a VPN?" And you know you're not on a VPN? I just wonder sometimes, how do they ping? How do they know?
Yeah, correct.
When it's not, when it's not the I can see if it is, but when it's not the VPN. And they just automatically say, "No, you're on the VPN." So if you are new here or not new here, and you are looking for the companies that provide equipment, I do have a link to a list of them. And I am going to drop it here in the chat, everybody. Is it Vidia? Vidia says, "Happy Sunday evening, Queens and the gang. I have shared." Thank you. I hope I said your name right. Ooh, this thing going fast. I may have skipped some people. Teresa says, "Short Legacy, I hope you have been well." Priscilla says, "Good evening, Two Chicks and fam, liked and shared." Thank you, Queen. Hey, Kim. She says, "Happy anniversary, ladies." Thank you. Short Legacy says, "Praying for you, Ed Brown. I know what you're going through." Ursula says, "Thanks, Angela, for your tips. How do you hold the pen to the videotape?" She says, "Congratulations on your success in making consistent money." Adele says, "Cynthia, how do I get more surveys?" She says, "Any recommendations?" Deanna says, congrats on today's anniversary. Thank you, Queen. Deonica says, hey, Lorraine. Sholesi says, Teresa have been doing well. She says, thanks for asking. Kim says, I don't want to risk using the pen because I think they want to get a shot of the agent 85% of the time. And sometimes the pen isn't always aimed at the agent. Also, I don't know if it's recording or not. Lady says, welcome to all the newcomers. Lyrical says, hello, ladies. Hey, Lyrical. Teresa is so glad to hear that. Short Lady C. Cynthia says, happy anniversary, two chicks. Thank you, Queen. Miss Shanice says, that's a blessing. Cynthia says, game over. My granddaughter's softball team won second place, and she
All
won the
right.
MVP. Oh, she got the MVP.
All
Okay, and
right.
received 2-game ring. Wonderful, Cynthia. Congrats, Grandma.
Right.
Congrats to you. I know you proud. Show Lady C says, hey, Lyrica. Miss Shanice says, yes. Maria says, my daughter's job turned full time with Robert Half. Okay, going on 3 years. Okay,
All right.
Queen Maria. So Robert Half, everybody, this is a temp service, and they do have a lot of remote jobs all over the world. And the Queen here said that her daughter got on with Robert Half, and the job went from temp to permanent full time, going on 3 years. That's a blessing.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, that is a blessing. So y'all be sure to check out Robert Half. Leonica says, hey, Cynthia. And thank you, Queen Maria, for sharing the information. El Brown says, I thank you. Look at God answering, protecting, and providing. Amen. Celeste says, thank you. I'll take a look after this video. Okay, Queen. Celia says, exactly. I didn't even know anything about a VPN. I was all excited to start earning money playing these games. Then I just straight up got rejected. Dang, no warning. Right. I'm like, that's wow. Sholesi says, Cynthia, tell her congrats. Vita, she says, Vita, the eye is silent. So happy to be online, sick of convention jobs. Well, welcome, Queen Vita. Celia says, Maria, that's amazing. And congratulations to her. And Maria, she says, thanks, Celia. So do we have any more testimonies? Anybody else have any good news that they want to share with the family? Y'all be sure to put it here in the chat. We do have a lot of new kings and queens on here tonight. I'm sure they want to hear these success stories. And also says, I placed the pen in a breast pocket of the blouse or jacket. She says the other section is a button blouse at the breast area. I test the pen with the clothing I am going to wear to make sure of the angle. Well, that's a good tip. Thank you, Angela, for sharing. So I'll put the tip up here, what Queen Angela said. So Carlina has a testimony. Y'all gonna fall out y'all seat on this testimony because I'm about to fall out my seat on this one right here. Okay, y'all ready? So Carlina, your turn, Queen. She says, Handshake AI from January 23rd to April 17th. The project ended. She was paid $5,880. Pending 472 this week. Mystery shopping. She has Gig Spot, Shops, Circle K, January to March. Total $443.65. Paid. Made pending $232. Girl. Congratulations, Queen.
That is good.
Girl, that is awesome. That's a blessing, everybody. Queen Carlina for the win. All right now, sister. 5K. Wow. On handshaking. We talked about handshaking or training the AI bots. With the training of the AI bots, a lot of these companies are really paying some good money. Now is the time to get in on that for sure. Because I done seen $125 an hour. Some of them paying 50, some paying 60, some paying 70, some paying 20, 40, 30, 35 an hour. So that's good. That's good right there, Queen. Excellent. Good job. Celia says, Tan, I forgot to tell you, we missed you on Wednesday. Hope you get
thank you.
better. A jockey says, you go, Carlina. Queen T says, congrats, Carlina. Miss B Well, and she says, congrats to you, Carlina. Celia said, Carlina, girl. She says, praise the Lord. Amen. Elizabeth says, congrats, Lady K. I want to be you when I grow up. The relaxation, she says, clap for you, Carlina. Ursula says, congrats, Carlina. She says, I got on with Measurement Inc. I started training on the 16th of April. All right, girl.
All right.
A lot of people recently have been hired with Measurement Inc. Everybody. So if you have a bachelor's degree, does not matter what the degree is in, you can apply to this job, this company. Non-phone, no interview. Work when you want. And I'm thinking they're getting ready to start because a lot of people are saying that they are getting ready to do the training for the next session. I think the next session may be starting like May for some people, and it could be June for others. So Measurement Inc., everyone, this is a good one. Some of y'all still hiding back there behind Tan bookcase. You better come to the light, Caroline. Come on to the light. Take some action. Jump on in and get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Y'all come on. Come on to the light.
Yes, come on.
We have several queens here that can testify and say, yeah, they came over here. They was a little skeptical, a little scared. And then they finally just said, you know what? Scared. I can't make no money being scared.
Right.
You have to tell fear to get behind you somewhere. Go on over there in that corner, fear. I got to make some money. Bills are due. So this is Measurement Inc. Non-phone, no interview, just need a bachelor's degree.
So y'all make sure y'all check that one out. You're grading like state mandated tests, state testing for students. I don't know what they call it in your state, but that's what you're mostly doing.
Hey, Cody. Cody says hello. Leo Loveland says, that's awesome, Carlina. Show Lady C says, hey, Jackie. Vita says, awesome. Blessings. Maria got the hands up. Onwe says, handshake. Link, please. Any assessment and interviews for it? Is it work when you want? Do I need to be talking on the phone? So they are just like Outlier. Similar to Outlier.
Mm-hmm.
Wilty says, how do you find the AI bot training? We got them, Wilty. You find them right here on this channel because we have them along with the testimonies. Hello, somebody. Come on, somebody, as they say in church.
Right.
He says, congrats, Carlina. So let's say, what is it called? Mystery Shopper Queen? I'm not sure if that's what you're asking.
What is she?
She was saying, what is it called? Is it mystery? I'm thinking she's saying mystery shopper. Queen Helen says, congrats, Carlina. Lorraine says, congrats to you, Carlina. Carlina says, Tan and Curl. She says, you ladies are heaven sent at the time. I needed it the most. She says, thank you, Queen.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We are so grateful that we could help. She says, thanks. Chat, she says, much respect. Thank you. Thank you so much. So listen, the scary money makes no money. I'm sorry, Ursula. Ursula said, unfortunately, Measurement Ink is state specific. She said they not in her area. What color is handshake logo, Tan? I'm not sure. Is it green?
So hold on, let me see.
I'm not sure, though. So we look at so many jobs. Sometimes
Green, but it's got handshake. It's like a bluish greenish.
okay. So that may be it. Tan put the link in the chat, I think.
No, but I will.
Yolanda says, thanks for my aunt just told me about you guys. Well, welcome, Yolanda, and thank you, Auntie. Celeste says, yes. We says, thanks, Tan. She says, awesome. Thanks, Tan. Handshake link, please. And congrats to Carlina. She says, thanks, Carl. El Brown said, yep, it's green. Short Lady C says, welcome, Yolanda. She says, mint green.
Yeah, that's.
I knew somebody was gonna say it. So she said, "Oh snap! Was that our first yawn?" That's too funny. I thought it was gonna be Earl. He gonna come on the second.
Yeah, funny.
Earl gonna pop in on the second one. He gonna be like, "Okay, this the 2-minute warning." Earl probably over there making money. Angela said handshake is a yellow background. So Lacey said, I saw that too.
I ain't fooling with y'all, right?
Ooh. Priscilla says, hey, Helen. Superstar says, congrats to all the kings and queens getting the money. Hey, Cookie Monster. She says, hey, everybody. Caught you too. We caught, girl. You caught us.
Mm-hmm.
See, it says, I was waiting for Earl to chime in, but he probably over on Prolific. Right. Getting them coins. That's what I was thinking too. I said, Earl probably over there making some money. Hey, Cody, how are you? Cody says, hey, Carl and Tan, what's going on, Cody? Too funny. Anybody else got a testimony? Y'all step on up. Any more questions? Shasta got one. Angela says lime green handshake. Thank you, Queen. Shasta, she says, hello, family. How is my two favorite aunties? We are great, Queen. She says, miss you guys. Been MIA. It's prom time. Also moving out of Florida. But she says prolific. She managed to get $473. 31 scrambly. She has 4,800 points. Just played 6. I'm thinking it's cash jobs. Is it 81,000 points? Okay. Nevo 3, Prograd 10, and paid to read 25.
All right.
Go ahead, girl. Congrats. Oh, you moving out of Florida, Queen? Okay. Angela says, with the black. Hi, Queen Shira. She says, hello, ladies and everyone. I'm glad to be back, Tan. Shalesi says, hi. So, Cody, we did data entry. Was it last week? Week before last. We did data entry jobs. We did a live stream on data entry. Shasta said, congratulations to everyone and happy anniversary. Thank you, Queen. Let me see, Cody. Let me see. Yeah, we do have data entry. When did we do them data entry jobs?
Okay, I have no idea.
Oh, here it is. We did them a few days ago. I see it. I see it. Now, I don't know, Cody, if any of these are still open, but you can click on the links to see. It's a list of data entry jobs. If anybody is interested, I'll put the link here in the chat and you guys can check it out. Carlina says, congrats. Cam says, I did 4 apartment shops.
No,
Come on up here, Queen. $600, $150 each.
All right. Look at
that.
Wow.
All right, everybody. So you might be able to walk into an apartment complex, do the mystery shop, an hour or less, and walk out with $150 in a day. We have seen it done, and this queen right here just said she got 600 for 4 shops. And the month is not over yet, everybody. So if she wanted to do 4 more, that's maybe another $150, could be more, but let's just say it's $150 each again. That's $1,200 in 1 month. Out for how many side hustles? 1. So she didn't have to like stack them. Just that one side hustle, $1,200. Y'all better come on. Stop playing. Stop playing with yourself. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Get you a separate email and start signing up to these companies. Do a little research. If you run into a stumbling block, the queens and the kings and Tan and myself, we are here to help you out.
Yeah. You just have to put in the work.
And think about it. You are doing mystery shops every day. Unbeknownst to you, but you just didn't know that you could go to McDonald's and that's a mystery shop. You just didn't know that you could walk into a store and you're looking at things on the shelf and that's a mystery shop. You just didn't know that when you went into the restrooms at Wendy's and you was like, oh, this restroom ain't clean, I don't want to come in here. That was the mystery shop, but you just didn't get paid for it because why? You didn't know about it. That is where we come in to help you see the light and see that, oh, I can go to McDonald's and order that number 1 combo, that Big Mac combo, them chicken nuggets with them fries, that Happy Meal that my baby back here screaming about, and I can get paid for that? Girl, yes. Yep. Oh, I can go over here to this apartment because I got to move anyway. So I can go over here and look at this apartment and take some notes. And I can make $150 like the queen here. Yeah. Oh, I can go and stay at the Hilton down in Georgia. And I can make some money for doing that. Yeah. So you're mystery shopping. You probably did it today. You probably went to McDonald's today. Somebody on this stream probably went to McDonald's. You went to Taco Bell. You went to Dunkin' Donuts. You went to Krispy Kreme Donuts. That was the mystery shop. You went and got your nails done. You may have went and got a facial. You may have went and got a massage. That was the mystery shop. You may have gone to Ross. You didn't know that you could go in Ross and count to 100 on some t-shirts or some jeans over there on that rack and come out with some money. You just didn't know, queen. And that is where Tan and myself come in to help educate you guys and tell you guys that you can make money off of mystery shops. You go into the store anyway, you might as well walk in Walmart and take some pictures of the hot and cold deli and come out with $50.
Yeah.
It makes sense, don't it? Is it starting to make sense, y'all? To some of y'all? Yep. So what are we going to do, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to step number 1. We're going to go get a separate email, right? Step number 2, we are going to research. It takes 1 to 2 minutes to go over to Google or ChatGPT and type in these companies' names and ask something about the company. Step number 3, we're going to what? Go and sign up. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. 3 steps, everybody. And you could be like Queen Cam here, and you may be the next person to make $600 off of 4 apartment shops. You might make more than Cam. We've seen it. It can be done. So stop doubting yourself and stop thinking that you can't make no money off of the apartment mystery shops and off of some of the other side gigs and the side hustles, the gaming apps, the survey sites. Stop thinking that you have to have this $20 an hour, this $25 an hour on these remote jobs. I'm not saying you can't get it, but what I am saying, which is the truth, everybody wants to work from home. Do y'all know how many emails we get on a day-to-day basis? How many people inbox me on TikTok? How many people reach out to me on Facebook? Do you not know how many people are looking for remote jobs? Do you not know how many people are getting laid off on a day-to-day basis? Somebody gonna get laid off tomorrow. Somebody gonna go to work tomorrow and they're gonna get a pink slip. I can only lead you to this good old cold spring water, but I can't make you drink it. We got the testimonies. We ain't got to lie to nobody. We come on here, we're dedicated. Our queens, our kings, they're dedicated. They're here to help you guys that need to make money, need to make income from home. So if you are in a bind and you need to make some type of money, Ellis is waiting for you.
Yeah.
Presto Shopper, they're waiting for you. They got shops available right now. You need to make this $1,000 before May the 1st. Hey, Cam is halfway there. What you waiting on? I'm just saying. Elizabeth says, congratulations. Vita says, Helen, thank you for the connection. Appreciate you, my friend. Well, thank you, Helen. She says, hey, I just woke up from getting my sleep on. She says, hello again to everybody and all my Vegas friends in the house. She says, I love y'all.
All right.
Ursula says, congrats, Cam. And Carlina has the money-making emojis, Cam. Show Lady C says, congrats, Shasta. Cam says, thanks, Carlina and Ursula. Life says, on Amazon, y'all looking for a pen so I can do the apartment video shots too. I don't blame you, Queen, for Ellis and Gig Spot. Because guess what? If you leave this good, easy $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on the table, guess who's gonna pick it up? Y'all want to know who's gonna pick it up? Elijah, Short Lady C, Carlina, Angela, Cynthia, Ursula, King Earl, Leonica, Shasta, Kim, Angelina. Must I go on? So if you are new, I know it's a lot. It's a lot of information to absorb and to take in. So you might have to watch the replay. If you have to, you just have to. Nothing wrong with that. But in the meantime, first thing we're going to do, we're going to get that separate email. Because the reason why we say the separate email is because if you're looking for remote jobs, make your primary one for the remote jobs, secondary, side gigs, and side hustles. A lot of these companies, once you get into the database, they will start emailing you guys like crazy. So that is why we say get a separate email. And Tan has done Ellis. So if you got questions about Ellis, we got a lot of queens that have done Ellis. Tan is one of them.
And again, make sure, like Carol said, you are getting a separate email because they will with you signing up for these companies, they will start sending you stuff, and your regular email will become a breeding ground for just all kinds of emails.
True
So
that.
I would say again, get you a separate email. Make sure you are doing something meaningful so you remember the email so you can go back and check the email. If it's your name in mystery shop, just something so you can remember.
Right.
So
Okay. Shasta says, yes, ma'am. I am becoming a Georgia peach. Okay, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She said, laugh out loud. Shalesi says, congrats, Teresa. Oh, Teresa, Teresa had a testimony. She said, Miss Play 10 and tester up 90.
all right.
All right, Teresa. Congrats. She says, thank you, Sure Lady. C. Vita says, thank you. Shara says, happy anniversary, ladies. Thank you, Queen. Wilson says, so an associate degree won't help with prolific. So with prolific, you don't need it. You don't need a degree for prolific. For measurement ink, you do, Wilty. So prolific, you are good to go. Good side hustle egg, everybody. So if you are new, start with prolific. They do have a wait list, but we have seen people get on and get off while we were streaming. Number 15 on the wait list is prolific. Celeste, for which company, Queen? Miss Shanice says, I'm my stuff together. I'm using everyone's advice. You getting it together, Queen? Hey, what's wrong with that? Latasha, what you missed tonight? Side gigs and side hustles so far is what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn Lee, she says yes. Michelle says a little bit. Lynn Lee says, y'all really care. She says, thank you. We do. Thank you, Lynn Lee. We appreciate that. Michelle says, in need to make extra income now. So, Michelle, are you open to the side gigs and the side hustles, the survey sites, the mystery shop sites, the task-based sites? Lula says, hey, Queens, and happy anniversary. Thank you, Queen. Ursula says, Whitty, you don't need a degree to do surveys on prolific. Celeste says, yep. Helen says, you're welcome, Vita. Cody says, can I have your email address? It depends, Cody. Like, is it for a question? We don't just give it out. So the thing is with the email, since we do the live streams, if you have like a question about anything, put it here, because I don't really check the emails. Tan, she's been under the weather, so she hadn't checked them either. And really our email is for like companies. They want to do like a promo or something. So if you got a question, Cody, drop it here, King. Or you can just let me know what it's about. Celia says, for any newcomers, make sure make sure y'all got a notebook and a pen to take some notes, because you're going to be getting all the good info here. Michelle says, yes, I already work in person. She says, I am tired. Shalesi says, Latasha a lot. She says, I am glad I came on tonight. She says, so I need to make some extra money. El Brown said, I wasn't prepared, but screenshots trying to get the lay of the land. She said, thank you. So this is so true. Get in where you fit in. Michelle says, I have to rewatch this. Yeah, it's a lot of info now.
It's a
lot. Angela says, there is no competition with side gigs, but the W2 companies' interviews are not promising.
Yeah. And this is what we say. A lot of people, we are programmed to look at money in an hourly basis. Hey, I got to have $10 an hour, I got to have $25 an hour, I got to have $30 an hour. But these side gigs and side hustles, they are paid per task, meaning that you can have one task that pays, hey, you 10 for 10 minutes, pay you $10 for 30 minutes. I mean, for $30, you can get done in 30 minutes. So we are not trained to think of money that way. So get out of the mindset of, oh, I have to have this much money for an hour. Think about the task-based things. And a lot of times you end up making more money with the task-based things than you would on an hourly with an hourly job. Not saying that you shouldn't have an hourly job. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that a lot of these side gigs and side hustles, they make more than a part-time hourly paying job if you're looking for a part-time job.
Well, hey, Kristen. She says, hello, new subscriber. Welcome, Queen.
Hey.
Helen says, hey, Priscilla. Michelle says, thank you for sharing this. I am new. You're welcome, Queen. She said, I need to make an extra 2,000. Well, it can be done.
You can do it.
Vita says, love you too. Wish you were here. Shalesi says, hi, Priscilla. Cynthia says, amen. Make that money, honey. Now, Cynthia here, everybody. She is the mystery shop queen. This queen is signed up to over 100 mystery shop companies. So she does good with mystery shop. Autism Mommy, she's another one of our mods. This queen has 60 plus side gigs and side hustles. She's a stay-at-home mom, a teacher, tutor. She homeschools her children. She has a husband. She has a family she's taking care of. But she does have 60 plus side gigs and side hustles. Kristen says, I will definitely watch the replay. She says, I'm trying to keep up. It's a lot. It is a lot. Cynthia says, I have several separate emails, one for mystery shops, one for the focus groups. She has one for the survey sites. Shalesi says, Tan, when do y'all get out for the summer?
On May 22nd.
Okay. Priscilla says, Helen, hey sis, love you too. Celia says the separate email, it is a lifesaver. She says, and I just use ChatGPT to help me come up with an easy and professional email. Hey, Lavita. Lavita says, I need a job ASAP. So what type of job, Queen? Let us know. She says, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Teresa says, good idea, Celia. Angelina says, receive email. They have a couple of gas stations in my area. ATL, hitting down BP, Chevron, Citgo tomorrow. Mystery shopping, got my shades. So y'all see what the queen says. She's going to be doing the gas station shops in her area. I mean, you got to go to the gas station anyway, right?
Yeah.
Think about it, everybody. Shopping. This is not hard. You guys are doing these things anyway. If you're going again to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Five Guys, you could be going and eating for free and making money at the same time. You got to go to the grocery store anyway. You might as well go in there and record a video for this company here, Product 2. I'm going to put it here in the chat. Another side hustle. King Earl is doing this one. And if this king can do it, queens, y'all can do it too. If you are going to Ross, you could be going into Ross and counting some t-shirts and coming out with $30. You got to go to Ross anyway. You might as well go in there as a mystery shopper and make some money coming out the store. And again, if you are struggling with the resume and you have filled out 1,000,000+ applications, because sometimes it can seem like that, you just get so sick and so tired. Look at the mystery sites. Look at the task-based sites. A lot of these do not require an interview, experience, or resume.
Yeah. So if you, again, like I said, if you are looking for a job, these things don't require you to do a resume, an interview, anything like that. Just sign up. And 9 times out of 10, you can be getting things to do the next day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry is what we call these. Quick,
So
fast, and in a hurry.
For people who are looking for part-time jobs, these side gigs and side hustles, we're not saying there are no part-time jobs. We're not saying you can't get hired. But if you're looking for something quick, usually the likelihood of it being quick turnaround for you to get hired, slim to none. So we suggest these side gigs and side hustles.
Yeah, or it may be a job that you just really don't want to do. And think about it. This is my scenario, and you guys will hear me say this. I've said it before. If I am working for a company, let's say it's a part-time job, they may require 15 to 20 hours a week. So let's just say if I'm working for a part-time job or company and they are requiring 10 hours a week and they're paying me 15 an hour, you do the math. That's $150 a month. Queen Cam went and did 4 shops. If I'm making 600, but I got to work these 10 hours because I got to get this 150. This queen went and did 4 shops and got $600. Think about that, y'all. If the company is paying me 15 an hour and I have to work 10 hours a week, that is $150 a week times 4. That's $600 a month. I got to put in 40 hours to get this $600. She went to do 4 shops. Did she have to put in 40 hours just to get the 600? No. She may have to, I'm just going to say, I'm guesstimating. She may have to put in 4 hours for the $600. Come on now. Y'all got to think about that. Okay, what is Carl saying? What Carl is saying, if I'm signing up for these part-time jobs, they may require a minimum 10. So I've seen it 10, 15, 20 hours a week. And you're only going to make $600-700 in a month. But look how many hours you have to put in just to get that $600 and $700 and $800 a month. Whereas I can walk into some of these apartments less than an hour and walk out with $150. If she did 4 shops in 1 week, they go to 600 right there. I ain't what I'm working for. Why am I gonna work the 40 hours? I don't have to. Just to get the $600, I don't have to. And then you got to think, I'm competing. Everybody want to work part-time. I'm competing against 1,000 people. It's me versus 1,000. It may only be 1 spot open, maybe 2. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know. Sometimes the companies will reach out and say, hey, 2 chicks, I need 100 people. Or they may say, hey, send us what you got, and then we'll decide on the back end, and it could be 3. Right. So you have to think about that. We living in a different time now. When Tan and myself started 20 years ago, it was not this hard to get a work from home job. We could get them just like that. Fill out the application, 2-3 days later, they right there, offer letter already. Do the assessment, offer letter, just like that. Now you're waiting. You're waiting. You're waiting. You're waiting. You're waiting. How long are you going to keep waiting? That's the question. Mm-hmm. I have bills to pay, and mine are super high. Tan has bills to pay. Hers probably are higher than mine. She has a family. I don't. It's just me. But I still have bills that come rolling up into this house every single month. My rent. Y'all see that number right there? This is what my rent is. It's close to that number right there. $2,000. a month. I have a truck outside. 1,200. Y'all do the math. That's what, $3,200 right there. My insurance is a car note. So if this is me and I'm in y'all shoes, guess what Carl gonna do? Because Carl is a hustler. I'm gonna be applying and filling out every single thing that I can. I'm going to be doing all types of side gigs and side hustles that I can do. So you got to keep going, people. You got to you may just have to pivot and try some other stuff. The work from home jobs, we're not saying that they don't work, but what we saying is the truth. Everybody wants to work from home. It's you versus 1,000 other people. When we do these videos, people come over here and get the jobs that we've posted, and they'll post them to their audience. We've seen this happen, or somebody has told us about it. So everybody's looking for a remote job. But over on our channel, we give you guys options: mystery shop, survey sites, get paid to take pictures, the scoring side hustles, the task-based sites, along with the testimony, so that you guys can see it's not as hard as it to be.
Yep.
Cam says all these shops were audio recorded, and you can download an app to your phone with unlimited free storage. She says, I use the Voice Record Pro. Okay, well, thank you, Cam. Doso says, should I create a new Gmail or something else? Gmail is fine.
Yeah.
Kristen says, I just ran to get my notebook and pen. Cam says, I open the app before I walk into the leasing office, and I hit record when I open the door.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady Seven. She says, hello, can you share the Lonely Man text link? I can. Kristen says, congrats, you guys are the truth. I'm so thankful for this info. Thank you, Queen. Celia says, Teresa, thank you. You made it super easy. Priscilla says, sure, Lady C. Hey, and thanks. Celia says, Doso, I think that's up to you. I personally think Gmail is the easiest. Vita says, I'm connected to Prolific. I have been dragged, and I actually have 444. What, girl? She said, waiting to cash out any day. It's been sitting for months. Time to get it. Come on, Vita. Get that 444 out of that, Queen. But congrats. Woo, congrats. Hey, Queen Jerlene. She says, hey, everyone in the chat. My two best ladies, Tan and Kara. I'm late getting on, but I made it. Liked and shared. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen.
So Lady C says, hey. Let me see. Jolene says, hey, sure, Lady C. Michael, I think I'm saying it. Michael says, hey, Queen, so right. She says, hello, two chicks in chat, liked and shared. Shower said, which company does mystery shops? It's several, Queen. Look at the video I dropped today. There were some on that video. Angelina says, mystery shopping is so easy. I was in Walmart one day shopping, and I was in the area. They asked me to count some t-shirts. I was in line, got half of my money back. Burlington Coat Factory, y'all. She letting y'all know. It's got to go in there and count. If you can count to 100, you might can walk out with $30, $40. And you may have multiple ones to count.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, while we waiting on this $20 an hour, we might can get the $20 in 10, 15 minutes.
And what if you can do that at 3 stores in one day?
In a day. Right. It's $60, y'all. And
this is, a lot of people think, hey, there's not enough money to go around for mystery shop. There will not be enough shops. There are so many companies. These companies have these shops available monthly. So yes, there is shops to go around. So don't worry that you will not have work, because I guarantee you will.
Yeah. And there's some companies out there, they don't even get the promos and the publicity. So just, you can imagine, we had somebody to reach out to us. I think it was In Touch Insights. The recruiter from there was looking for people Matter of fact, I think it was in New Jersey because she
Mm-hmm.
said that they don't have like the push. So people don't know about a lot of these mystery shop sites. I think like Ellis, because I see this like on the TT platform, but like Ellis, Presto, Market Force, those are some of like the top mystery shop sites. But some of the other sites they get pushed to the back because people don't know about them.
And this is a lot. Another
Oh,
thing, a
definitely.
lot of people don't talk about mystery shop. A lot of people, um, they want to talk about the work from home jobs and things like that. But we try to talk about other things you can do because we know everybody will not get a work from home job or will not get a job in a time in what we call a timely fashion because we be wanting to work ASAP, but we give you things that you can start ASAP for that reason. So don't discount these side gigs and side hustles. There are a lot of companies out there that you can plan out your day using a lot of these companies to do a lot of the mystery shopping. And again, it's not just mystery shopping, it's other things you can do, other companies you can sign up for. But again, don't discount these mystery shop because you think, oh, it's not going to be able to sustain me. There are kings and queens on here. That's all they do. That's all they do. And they don't mind coming on here, sharing their information with you, sharing the things that they do with you. Okay. So don't discount it. Again, get yourself a rhythm going. In order to make money, you have to do one. So go ahead and get that first one out the way. Go ahead and get that fear out the way. Because again, if you can do one, you can do two. If you can do two, you can do three. If you can three, you can do four, and so on and so on. Don't let fear stop you. We always kid that there are people behind the bookcase that just sit around and listen every Wednesday and Sunday and just listen to us go on and on about this and don't want to try. And then that one time that they feel like, okay, now I'm going to get out here and try, and they think, I've been waiting all this time doing all this, and all I had to do was this. Why did I wait so long? So, again, don't let fear stop you. Try it out. Again, if you are not doing it right, these schedulers will let you know. And if you call or if you email the scheduler and say, hey, I'm turning in my first shop, turning in my first report, can you take a look at it? Can you, help me out to see if I'm doing it right? They will, because again, they make money if you make money. If you don't do good on the shop and the shop gets rejected, they don't get paid either. So yeah, let's see. Figure out what Carol said. Donald says it's the waiting is the hardest part. Tom Petty, yes. Angela says it's hard out here for a pimp. uh, yeah, work from home is getting competitive. It's not getting easy getting a job. Yep, gigs, mystery shops, tech surveys, case studies are my new thing. Yes, yes. And again, it is hard. I'm not saying that there are no remote jobs because there are. But again, you have to have a strategy when you are applying for these remote jobs. Don't go out there and just say, oh, I'm going to apply. I'm going to apply. You have to be strategic. It's like a game, and you have to figure out where you fit in that game. So again, if you are not getting the response you wanted, grab some of these side gigs and side hustles until you can figure out how you can get that remote job. You say I'm on prolific um, while you're on searching doing studies. Yes. Um, oh, thank you, Michelle. You are welcome. She says thank you for the info. She says she'll rewatch. Oh, so right says I love the gas station. There's usually one of each brand close to each other to stack them. Yes, and that's what a lot of. Thank you, so right. of our queens do, they stack these shops. So if you have a gas station and it's a gas station, another gas station shop across the street, do those. And you can do those in less than an hour. Do both of them. I always tell about how I used to, and this is way back when the cell phone chargers first came out, when they were selling them in the gas stations. Well, it was a million Circle K's um, down a long street in our city. So I would just one day I would do half the street. The next day I would do the other half. So again, you can stack these things and create more than just a $10, $20 day for yourself. Some of these queens are making hundreds of dollars in a day, $200 in a day. So again, don't think you're discounting yourself. Oh, Deanna said, thanks for the information. I'm interested in the pen purchase, interested in a pen to purchase now. Queen, you'll have to go on Amazon and just search for like a pen recording device or something like that. Come on, Queen Helen. Queen Helen says she has $8 on Paid Viewpoint, $20 on Cloud Research, YouGov, $25. She has 11,967 points on Fetch, 394 points on Survey Junkie, paying my internet, and buying groceries. Every little bit helps. Yes. And she says cashing out consistently, and that is the key to being consistent. Again, this queen is cashing out from these side gigs and side hustles consistently, and that's what keeps her being consistent. And again, these people are not making small money on these side gigs and side hustles. These are $1,000, over thousands of dollars earned every month on these side gigs and side hustles. You're welcome, Celestine. Angela says, hard out here for a pimp ad. Okay. So Queen Helen come, oh, a jockey. Hey, Queen. She said, I got pay viewpoint. She got 544. IQ, $1.95. Best play, 72 cents. Just play, $7.49. Inbox dollars, $5. I have so far working scheduling some mystery shops. Oh, Queen. See, Helen says survey on the go is getting paid, not doing anything. Let's see. Yep. So a jockey, yep. Side gigs and side hustles. So, let's see. I have been working on something before I got sick. And I kind of had to put it on the back burner for a few days. I had been working on this for like probably maybe about a month or so now. I know y'all hear me all the time complain about people who are charging for assessments, taking assessments for people, and that really grinds my gears. Y'all know that. Y'all know I don't like that. I don't like people monetizing a lot of things off people. I don't like the fact that people are taking advantage of people who have a weakness, which is doing assessments. I don't like that. I don't like that people will want to take the assessments for you and not teach you the strategies on how to complete the assessments yourself and be successful. So that really grinds my gears. But so what I have created is a work from home assessment toolkit. So basically, this is like I think it's like ended up being like 60 some pages of test questions, things that will help you pass the test. It gives you scenarios. I gave you a mindset you have to be in to take the test. I gave you samples of questions that they will ask on these assessments, how you can strategically pass these assessments and look at these questions. And there are, I think it's 100 sample questions in the actual toolkit. And I also have included for free a bonus test, practice test, and this is downloadable, and you can actually take practice assessment tests. It's like a tool that I created. It has a typing test portion. Let me see if I can share my screen, and I'll show you what it does. Hold on. Let me find it. That one's not it. Where is it at? Hold on, y'all. I'm on the wrong computer and I created it on. It was yesterday. Oh, I know I can find it. Hold on. Okay. Let me see if I can share my screen. Okay. So I hope y'all could see my screen. Okay. So I created this, and you guys will get this free if you purchase the Work from Home Assessment Toolkit. And it allows you to type, and it gives you your words per minute. And I'm not typing. Gives you that. It gives you some data entry tests, some speed challenge. It gives you some questions that you can use to practice for assessments. And as I upload new questions to this, I will send out an updated copy. It gives some aptitude tests. And again, it is something that you can use to practice and put you in the mindset of answering these questions for the assessments. Now, again, this will help people strengthen their test taking ability. I'm not saying that, it's going to make you a whiz at assessment passing, but again, it will give you a strategic way to handle the assessments. So I'm going to put the link in the chat if you are interested. Please purchase it. You are not required to. I am going to I'm going to do a live on this probably in the next month or so, and just kind of go over the various assessments and things like that. And we'll kind of talk through the mindset of the assessment. I want to kind of go through the interview process, the assessment process, and things like that, so you won't be left in the dark on passing the assessments and things like that. And again, I don't like that people are, wanting to take the assessments for you. Again, this is your story to tell. You need to, be able to pass these things. And that is what trips a lot of people up, the assessments. And again, like I told y'all, I don't like it when people are trying to do things for people, but not give them this fishing pole to learn how to fish for themselves. So again, It's not necessary. This tool will help you. Again, I took a while to kind of come up with things that I feel like will help you. And I cover um, a lot of things in this guide. I cover 5 types of assessments that are given. I give 50 practice questions as well as full answers and explanations with those practice questions. I have company specific tips that I have researched on companies on their actual assessment, what type of things that they have in their assessment and strategies you can use to pass the assessment. I talk about the HERD framework for um, customer service assessments, and that's a framework that they use in customer service simulations. I give you a full 7-day assessment test prep plan, and I also give you a checklist so you can make sure you are preparing for the assessment properly. And I also, again, I give you the interactive practice assessment. And again, that is a HTML file. You can just download it on your computer and you can go through those practice tests. You don't need any type of special thing to run that file. It will download when you purchase the assessment, and you can just open it up and it'll open up in your browser and you can start playing with it. So, again, I hope you like it. It is, like I said, this prep guide is 65 pages long. I wanted to make sure I covered everything. Um, like I said, people don't want to tell you how to get out of bondage. They want to keep you in bondage, meaning they want you to keep paying them for assessments and things like that. And I don't believe in that. I believe in each one teach one. And again, we need to take our future in our own hands. So I would rather, do it this way. Um, and I'm currently, and I don't want to go say it too, but I am working on something to make mystery shopping easier for people who do several shops a day and things like that. I'm currently working on something with that, trying to maybe something on your phone where you will be able to track shops and do the reports um, a little bit easier. That will help you once you're doing your final reports. You don't have to do all the writing. But anyway, I won't talk about that now. But I am
Mm-hmm.
something for those of you who do mystery shopping and do multiple shops in one day. It will help you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Carol looked at it yet, but
I didn't. I'm
uh,
sorry, I didn't.
you didn't. Okay. But again,
I've been busy today, you know that.
so
I'm over here doing 5 things at one time.
yeah. I'm trying to create things that will help you guys do side hustles easier, make your job search easier, um, to enhance the things that you do and to enhance your job searching experience. So I don't want to. We don't have anything to resumes to try to do and
Yeah.
assessments to try to get y'all to buy. We basically um, um, we just try to give the information that we know. So do you provide updates to the information that you provide in the materials? Yes, I will provide updates when I make them. So I will probably look at the toolkit, the assessment toolkit, and other things. Probably once every 3 months, and then I will make changes. So,
I don't know where you stopped at.
child, I don't know
I
where you
seen
was.
Queen So Right got a testimony. Let me see. Let me see. She said this is what she got today, everybody. Today I shopped 12 gas stations, 2 restaurants, $286, including reimbursements.
All right. Look
Go
at
ahead,
that.
Queen. Congrats. Congratulations. And so right, everybody. This is the queen that hits that 3K plus a
Yeah.
month on these mystery shop sites.
Yeah.
So again, and I just put Ella's in the chat. I'm gonna put Gig Spot in here because I got to get out of here, y'all. So I'm traveling tomorrow.
Yeah.
My sister dragging me with her on her work trip. Tan gonna have to finish this live because I got to go pack this suitcase. I ain't packed nothing.
Okay. Well, let me get to these jobs because, baby, I got to hit my clock in the morning.
So I will see y'all on the next live
All
stream. I might
right.
try to do live tomorrow, depending on what time we make it to the destination. If I, if I ain't tired or nothing, I'll try to come
Okay.
back. But y'all have a great night, everybody. I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
y'all.
I'll holler at you later. All right, y'all. Well, we are going to do these 10 jobs, and I am going to get off here. And I probably, so hold on. And I probably spelled that wrong. I did put them in the chat. So number one is, well, not number one. The first one we're going to talk about is CVS Health. They have an adjudication associate, and it is overnight. You need to have 1 year experience in customer service. You'll ensure compliance with all government and regulatory requirements, take direction to execute techniques, processes, and responsibility. Um, you need 1 year of customer service, basic proficiency in desktop software application, particularly Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Access. You must be able to work Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as be willing to work weekends, rotating regularly, and holidays, several per year. So make sure you sign up for this. This is a entry level position. They hire anywhere, and it pays $17 to $34 an hour. And it hires in 49 locations. I think everywhere, but I don't remember the last one. I don't think they hire in Alaska, but they do hire in California. So if you're in California, they are hiring. Number three, Solari is hiring for a crisis specialist. You must live in Colorado. This is 40 hours a week. They have all hours of the position open. They do have an overnight. It is 40 hours a week, and you do get shift differential for overnight. So make sure you check that out. Um, Whatnot is hiring for the overnight shift for a customer service special experience agent. You work from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You need 2 years of support experience, email, and chat. Weekend availability, understanding of e-commerce and marketplace operations, proactive problem solver, knowledge of collectibles is a plus. Previous startup experience is a plus. They do give medical and care benefits, 401k, and and a monthly allowance for your cell phone and internet. So that is a good one. Number eight, Care is looking for a RO medical record specialist. This is a night shift from Friday through Tuesday, 11 to 7:30. You'll complete release of information, date stamp all requests and highlight pertinent data, performs quality checks, maintain equipment, excellent operating condition inside and out, high school diploma, 2 years of experience, must have computer software experience, organizational skills, must be able to type 50 words a minute. So make sure you check that one out. I'm gonna do one more, number nine. Opensity, Opensity, I don't know how to pronounce it. K2, they're looking for a service desk analyst after hours. They need second and third shift preferred. This is you get a pay of 36 to 39,000 a year with 10% shift differential for anything after 5 and weekends. You need a high school diploma. You must be able to serve as the first port of contact for customers seeking help for hardware and software issues, provide over the phone, email, and chat support, use of screen sharing and remote control tools to properly vet and collect and evaluate the customer issues, maintain a regular and reliable level of attendance. And you guys can check out the rest. I did put the link in the chat. All right, y'all have a great evening, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. Y'all have a good one, and I'll put the list in there. Did I not put it in there? I think I did. Hold on, let me make sure I did. Let me make sure before I get off of here. And I did put the link in the chat. So y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.